Here we go.
Marker. It's Oscar month at Mergy Movies, part 3. I'm Big Mike.
Justin Ferry Ferguson.
And let's get cracking. We're discussing Oscars. Last episode we discussed the best picture stuff and a little bit of actor, but mostly best picture stuff. This time we're going to discuss the best actor and actress nominations.
Sounds good.
So this year we got Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge, Ryan Gosling for La La Land, Denzel Washington for Fences, Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea, and Viggo Mortensen for Captain Fantastic. Sounds like a really bad superhero movie, but it's not. It's not. I've seen a preview of it. So, but anyway, yeah. So we haven't seen all of these yet. Like I can quickly do an update. So I've seen La La Land, obviously. I've also just watched Arrival, which I enjoyed. Yeah, it's very. I like without spoiling too much. I like the different outcome. See a different outcome for a change. You know, as opposed to other alien movies. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's very smart, very cool, and they managed to bring suspense to something that can be not very suspenseful, like learning their language. Yeah. It's like it sounds like it's about a movie. They're learning how to talk to them. It's like, really? That's what it's about? You know, but
and it's like The King's Speech. It's one of those movies where you try to describe what it's about, and it's like, that sounds fucking boring.
Exactly, yeah. But no, it's actually really entertaining. I mean, Jeremy Renner, as usual, he's fucking as charismatic as shit.
Yeah.
Amy Adams was actually really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed her in that. And Lawrence Fishburne, I mean...
Forrest Whitaker.
Sorry, Forrest Whitaker. Sorry, I'm totally... sorry, I don't think you're all the same. Why do I do that? Anyway, no, Forrest Whitaker, sorry.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne is from the fucking Matrix. But no, anyway, so yeah, he, and Cowboy Curtis.
And Cowboy Curtis.
But anyway, no, Forrest Whitaker, he's, as usual, pretty awesome, so. But anyway, so, yeah, so what have you seen anything different since we last?
No, actually, I haven't.
So busy, eh?
Yeah, it's so busy. It's hard to get to watching these movies. I mean, I've seen ads for all of these, and I try to watch as much as I can in the few minutes I have here or there. I'm trying to get as much intake into it as I can.
Yeah, exactly.
To sit down and watch all these movies, I need 10 hours.
Yeah, more than that.
Yeah.
Some of them are like 2 hours and 20 minutes, so.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. I did see about a quarter of Fences the other night, or my the way I watch things is acting up, so I wanted to try to watch it all, but from what I've seen is my cat. One second. What was that? Oh, looking for your cat. Sorry, people. Fucking hear you, fucking idiot.
Hello, Mo.
Always a little asshole. Okay.
No. You made a big stink to come in, now you're in.
Exactly. Okay.
Go.
Okay, another Caddis Interruptus moment. Anyway, so we were talking. Oh, so anyway, I watched a quarter of Fences, and because it's based on a play, it literally is them just talking to each other in a room. And it's not boring or anything. It's just it's like engaging. It's almost like you're in the room with them, watching their
lives.
Just their lives. Period. Right. So it's like it's very interesting. But Denzel Washington, so far, what I've seen, he's pretty awesome. From what I've seen of Andrew Garfield, he looks like he did a good. I've heard Hacksaw Ridge in general is really good.
Hacksaw Ridge is one of those movies where I look at Andrew Garfield and it's like, is he making that next step? He's always played the young guy. I mean, he's been in some really good movies. He was in The Social Network. He's been in some really good movies.
Yeah.
But is he making that next step? Like you're seeing some, like we're starting to get to that point where these younger actors are starting to make that next step and becoming the big stars, and he's becoming like in terms of like sort of smart, you know, like leading man, really Oscar-worthy roles. He's starting to step into those that spot, and I'm happy for him. It's you know, I look at this, and I guess Mel Gibson is forgiven for it. his movie is suddenly not. I mean, but yeah, Andrew Garfield, and for a guy for what the movie is about, it's a war movie.
Yeah,
it's like a full. It's about a man who is a moral objector to war. He won't pick up a gun and fight.
Yeah.
So he decides to be a medic.
Yes, exactly.
He decides to be a medic, and he won't carry a gun. Even out onto the battlefield, he will not carry a gun.
That's right. I have a feel, although I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
I have a feeling something's going to happen where he'll have to use a gun, and then something's going to happen. Like, he'll fucking lose his mind or something. But like, or maybe not. Maybe he'll just be one of those people that, doesn't use one. But
And two other guys who are stepping... Like, we have two veteran actors in Viggo Mortensen and Denzel Washington.
yes.
Two guys have been around for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
But you have three younger actors who, 30 or less.
Mm-hmm. Casey Affleck, actually, he's held his own in a few movies lately.
Yeah.
Like, he's a pretty strong actor, man.
He's kind of... He is almost like how I look at Elizabeth Olsen.
Right.
Where you have the older sibling who might have a bigger name, but maybe the younger sibling is a better actor.
Yeah, fair enough. Don't kill us, Ben.
But Casey Affleck he's a little more choosy with his roles.
Yes, right.
He goes for maybe some more serious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see. Like you see Elizabeth Olsen do it too. Like her older sisters are the Olsen twins.
Yeah.
But here she is. She's been in indie films forever. She's now part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a Scarlet Witch.
That's right.
It's that kind of where it's the sort of stepping out from under Big Brother's shadow.
Yeah, like trying to make something of yourself. Here's a good example. I mean, you have a person like Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher. You know what I mean? Her mom was, a classic actress, and she wanted to make something of herself, and I mean, she did rightfully so. It's and same thing with a little bit with Gwyneth Paltrow and her mother. Why can't I remember her mother's name right now? But she acts a lot too. But anyway, besides the point, sometimes, I'm not saying it's always like this, but sometimes you get someone like a sibling or a brother or something or a sister or a mother, father, whatever, that just shine a little bit more in the spotlight than other ones. You know what I mean? So we got Ryan Gosling for La La Land. I'm not shitting on this movie, don't get me wrong, and I'm sorry to say it's probably going to win Best Picture. It's just I have that
Hollywood likes to congratulate themselves.
Exactly. So to me, he doesn't really come across as anything special.
I think a movie that I loved more that Hollywood used to celebrate Hollywood was The Artist.
Fair enough. That's right. That's a movie I still have not seen yet.
I honestly look at them and I think The Artist and La La Land, if you look at them as Hollywood celebrating itself, I like The Artist a little better.
Right.
And they both go for that old Hollywood cliche because The Artist is a silent film.
Yeah.
La La Land is a musical, an old Frank Sinatra style musical. So it's, I don't know.
And I think that's also why maybe Birdman won that one year, because it's a play, right? But it's oh look, this is what being in the industry is really like, kind of thing, and that's why I feel kind of won over other films of that year. So yeah.
But looking at these, the performances so far, I don't know who I would pick.
I'm leaning towards Denzel for me, because he's just whenever Denzel acts, although it looks like Denzel, it doesn't feel like him. It's that he's that dude. He's the dude he's playing. You know what I mean? And in this movie so far, it seems like, I mean, I haven't seen it all yet, but he seems to appreciate his wife. He's had some problems in his life though, so far from what I've seen, and it's just And I mean, Viola Davis, she's just awesome. But anyway, it's just, he becomes that person, and he's all around always great. Has he even won an Oscar?
Yes, he did for Training Day.
Right, Training Day, good. Yeah, he was awesome in that show. But anyway, like I say, he's one of those guys that is,
he's the man.
He's the man.
He's the man.
That's the best way I could put it. So he's just one of those people. But just looking at these, like you say, it's it's a head scratcher in some respects. You know what I mean? Like, who would win for like out of these people? Like, you have Denzel or you probably
For
you
me,
know, Andrew Garfield probably.
those are the two I would lean on, is Denzel and Andrew Garfield, because I think, like I said, I think Andrew Garfield is, because I know he's also in the next Scorsese film.
That's right, yeah.
And I don't know if it speaks to his religious leanings, but he's playing a man who uses his religion to conscientiously object in Hacksaw Ridge.
Right.
And he plays a Catholic priest in the new Scorsese film.
Yeah.
But that's not beside the point.
Yeah.
But Denzel or Andrew Garfield, because although I think they might give it to Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
because
I think that's
because like I think La La Land is going to be the movie that takes the big haul this year.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know what? I'm just hoping that they look at things and see like what's going on. Like, not just give it to him because of that. Because like I said, if you watch the movie, he's really not too much different than any other thing he's played, right? So it's
not a big stretch for him. He's not really giving out the best performance of the year.
Like, I would say, I would say for his role in Blue Valentine was a little bit more to him, right? Something out of his comfort zone, right? Yeah. This is more in his comfort zone.
You know what movie I think he did last year that I think he really stepped up and did an amazing job in is The Nice Guys.
Yeah, right. I know. It's on my list to watch and stuff. But yeah, I've heard that he was just excellent in that.
Yeah, he's doing physical comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, and
you gotta give him props for trying different things, right?
Yeah, and if that, like, and I get this is a musical or whatever, but he's still when an actor plays their role. When Will Smith is in a movie, he's playing Will Smith.
Oh yeah, like
there's maybe 2 or 3 exceptions in his career where he stepped out of that.
Yeah, like maybe like The Pursuit of Happiness or
Ali, yeah, where he stepped out of Will Smith.
And otherwise, he's just Will Smith.
Yeah, he's Will Smith as Deadshot. He's Will Smith as a cowboy, as a fighter pilot, as a space agent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, it's just some people can't get out of that. You know, how they are or whatever. And
although he did, what was that one movie he did about concussion?
Concussion.
Where he had that thick, like, I think it's like some African country accent.
Yeah, like.
Where he's playing a doctor or whatever that discovered the impact of concussions.
That's right, and they said that they think that he got shafted last year because he was nominated last year. Was it last year?
Yeah, I think it was last year.
Yeah, so they think that because it was all white Oscars or something like that. So which again I think is really dumb because I mean, okay, you go by performance, they don't go by race.
Yeah,
it's just the whole thing is so dumb.
I mean, it's I get it. We need. The world needs to be a little more diversified, but let's just say it like I'm not in any way supporting racism, but if it just happens to be the 5 top actors that year who did the 5 best performances were 5 white guys, then I'm sorry, it was 5 white guys.
What would happen if it was the other way around?
If it's 5 black guys, then it's 5 black guys. If it's 5 Asian guys, then it's 5 Asian guys.
Exactly, but what would Hollywood be like if it was all black guys or actresses that were nominated for a category? What are they going to be like? It's racism from white people?
Well,
like,
you get some rednecks who would say that.
So they didn't pick any white people. It's so stupid. Like,
you got to go off just the work.
Exactly.
You got to go off the work.
It's so stupid. So, like, what was it? Oh yeah, because Leonardo DiCaprio won for last year.
Yeah.
Eddie Redmayne won for The Theory of Everything. That was well deserved.
His role in The Theory of Everything. Like Eddie Redmayne's a little hit and miss. In his career.
He can be. Yeah.
But the work he did in that movie,
man.
like to get everything of Stephen Hawking's physical mannerisms, the way towards the end, the way he was talking, to get Stephen Hawking's like. He has it's MS, right?
Yeah.
Where he has MS and he can bear his speech is unintelligible. You can't tell what he's saying.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's freaking scary how good he did that job, man. It was a good film. He did deserve to win that year. Although I would definitely say for that year, the other nominees were Benedict Cumberbatch for the Intimidation Game.
He could have got it.
He could have got it. Also, I really love Steve Carell's performance in Foxcatcher.
Oh my God! That talk about a guy stepping out of his comfort zone.
Really great. Like he was so fucking like creepy and awkward. And then because I knew nothing about the story watching this movie. I just okay, I'm gonna watch this Oscar season, right?
Yeah.
The fucking I mean, spoiler alert. Fucking the ending just blew me away. Like he fucking shoots and kills like Mark Ruffalo's character. Like I never knew anything about this, and I was just like, it fucking came out of left field. And he's just creepy and cold, and he was just awesome in that film. In fact, like if it wasn't for Eddie Redmayne, I'd say he'd be close to a clinch for winning for me.
Yeah.
Like fuck, was he good in that show? Like just so disturbing character. Like to know a person like that fucking existed too is just
and the fact that it's based on a true story.
Yeah, fucking crazy, man.
Now let's give the ladies some love.
Yes, let's give the ladies love. I totally agree. I'm all for the ladies. So let's go for actress. We're using our
Our
high-tech
phones.
devices. Yeah. Here we go.
A couple of these I've never even heard of.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
I know 3 actresses on this list. The other 2 I don't even know who they are.
And you know what the thing about this category? These categories always tick me off because it's usually movies that aren't nominated for Best Picture, so I half the time don't get around to seeing them before the Oscars.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much movies to go through. That's why I said they should have all of the stuff available to us. You know, like sure if I pay $30 or whatever, I totally do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So, have you ever seen do you know who Ruth Negga is?
No.
Okay, Ruth Negga is. I mean, have you watched the Preacher TV show?
No.
Okay. She is phenomenal on that show. She's just one of those actresses she's one of those people that you see in a movie or a TV show or whatever, and you automatically know she's gonna fucking be a star. Like she's gonna be nominated or at least win a Golden Globe or something. She's gonna be freaking in there. She's just one of those people.
Okay.
Like kind of like how Ryan Gosling was at first. Like to some people, it's like you look at him, and it's like. I mean, sure, maybe not count his Breaker High days or whatever, but I'm just saying, or his Young Hercules days per se. But like when he first started and stuff, you think, okay, he's gonna be a star of some sort. He may not necessarily. You don't think at first maybe he's gonna win an Oscar, but you look at it and you be like, okay, that guy's.
He's got the star power,
places, right? So, and she's one of those people. So,
Fair
just
enough.
from looking at, and I'm sorry, Emma Stone, I love you to death. You're awesome in every way, but I just don't think you have it compared to what I've seen of Ruth Negga and even Natalie Portman. Like what I've seen from her is Jackie Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know what it's going to be for this, man. Like, it's a hard call. Like I said,
it's one of those things where you look at Gosling and Stone's performances, and because they're in this big movie, they almost seems like they're the front runners, although. You look and you see these other performances are better.
Yeah, like for example, like Meryl Streep will probably.
Meryl. Well, what else can you say about Meryl?
Yeah, if Emma Stone doesn't take it, I'm pretty sure Meryl will. If anybody else wins, like if Ruth Negga wins, I'll be ecstatic for her because she really deserves it.
Yeah.
But again, like some people are like, well, Kevin Bacon deserves an Oscar. He's a great actor. Yes, he is. But if he's up against something that's just way better than what he gave that year, that's just how it is, right?
Yeah.
And you just got to go with the performances of that year, not them as an overall person. That's what honorary Oscars are for.
Yeah.
So.
But I look at it, it's like, I've always been a Natalie Portman fan ever since she was little. I've always loved her. And say what you want about the Star Wars films, her and Ewan McGregor were giving all they had.
That's for sure. Like if anybody was doing an awesome job in those movies, it was them too.
Yeah.
Especially Ewan. But
yeah.
But anyway.
But
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Ewan.
Close enough.
But not her. Like even the casting choice of her as Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah.
She has like the same facial structure as Jackie Kennedy.
She really does.
And for her to play this really almost the Queen of America.
Yeah, really. Yeah, fair assumption, that's for sure.
I want to, I've just looked at what Loving is about, and it's about an interracial couple.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about her literally going to court.
Hey,
about
Colin Firth is producing it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, okay.
But yeah, it's about an interracial couple going to the Supreme Court about upholding their marriage.
Yeah, right. Okay, that makes me want to see even more. You know what I mean? So yeah, like no, it's Sorry, I saw a picture of somebody. Janet Gaynor was the first winner of this category for Seventh Heaven in 1927. And A Sunrise Song to Humans and Street Angel in 1928. Holy shit. Anyway, sorry. Let's go on top of there. But yeah, like, that movie sounds very interesting. Yeah, it's... I hate to say, once again, when it comes to the Meryl being thing, it's either going to be Meryl or Emma Stone, I think. And it's just... It's a shame if it's Emma Stone. No offense. I love Emma Stone. She was great. Actually, she was really good in Birdman. She was really good in Birdman, deserved the nomination. But I just don't think out of all these actresses, from what I've seen of their performances, that she should be the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we're gonna go, like, with, and like we won't get into supporting right away because that could be a whole another 20 minutes. But I mean, like I say, once again, Viola Davis, I think, is gonna clinch it for the win there. But,
Okay.
So what do we got here for? Let's go back a little bit. So we got. Really? Okay, so you got Kate for in 2015. There was Brie Larson won for Room. I never did see Room.
Basically about a kidnapped woman who's trapped in a room with her child, like one of those like child bride situations.
Right. Oh yeah, right. One of the, like Not Without My Daughter kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Sort of. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. And then, frick, I don't think I saw any of those movies that year. Unfortunately. Let's go back. You know what? Since we were looking at 94 last episode, let's see what happened in 94. Ooh, Jessica Lange. Holy shit.
Nice.
For Blue Sky, that it was Jodie Foster. For Nell, Miranda Richardson. For Tom and Viv, Winona Ryder for Little Women. And Susan Sarandon for The Client. So really nothing that was nominated for Best Picture again that year. Most of these awards are not for the like this has nothing to do with the
Best Picture.
Best Picture, which is weird sometimes I think, but I guess not. But yeah, it kind of goes back again with nothing. Is there anything? Susan Sarandon was almost the Meryl Streep back in the day.
She was
nominated like 3, 4. Yeah, see,
she did win.
She finally won in fucking 95. She was nominated. And here's one that I think was pretty well deserving here. You have Frances McDormand for Fargo. It's just such a weird movie, but it's just, you either love it or you hate it.
Well, you think about the Coen brothers, the way they write films.
Yeah.
And I heard how they wrote The Big Lebowski this way, and I think they wrote Fargo the same way, where it's almost like how you see people write animations where they storyboard it and then they do the script.
Right. Yeah.
They come up with key scenes and then they try to find a way to work the story into these scenes.
That's messed up, eh? Yeah.
That's how it sort of meanders a little bit and kind of goes into all these weird directions.
So I'm assuming that like the wood chipper was written in, they somehow got to that. I want to see someone been a wood chipper, and then they worked their way to that. Yeah, because that's basically how Fargo is.
Yeah.
Because even like the Big Lebowski too, it's like you have these scenes and all of a sudden like bam, something big happens or something interesting happens or whatever. Yeah.
And for like she plays like this sort. It's in North Dakota, right?
Yeah.
Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah.
So North Dakota is right underneath Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
So it's like
It makes me want to pass by Fargo once in a while. You know what I mean? Yeah.
it's like you could. It almost feels like I know people like that. When you
No, it does. Seriously, like I'm watching movies and it's like you see people around here like for sure. it's like really not that far off. It's kind of scary. And like, oh, by the way, if you have not watched it yet, have you seen the show yet?
No.
Oh, the show is so good. It's basically like they wrote it, man. I don't think they did. I don't think that had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and they kind of weave the movie in there. So basically what happens is it takes place at different time periods in the same town, like or within that area, right? So yeah, and they kind of the first season sort of delves into that, sort of has a connection. And the second one sort of does too, but it's within the same universe. They're not like going to rewrite that story, but it's just, yeah, it's so good. Like how one person can just be something just crazy happened to them, and then it felt like in the second season, Kirsten Dunst's character hits a guy with a car and just drives him home and parks in the driveway. And then she fucking doesn't tell her husband about it until he walks into the garage and there's a guy fucking there and he somehow lived through the thing. Like, it's just one of those freaking shows, man. Like, Fargo is so weird. And yeah, Frances was just, McDormand was just so great in that role. She's like, yeah, for sure. Do you know where that car is then? Like, it's just such a weird performance that it's like, you kind of got to give it to her. Because it's like, you're just such a good actress, but...
to play this off character.
It's so weird. Like, the whole town is so weird. Like, just the scenes and everything. It's like, yeah, he was talking about, could you describe him? He wasn't circumcised. Apart from that, then, was there anything else? Like, it's like she's heard this before or something. Like, you know, it's just such great actresses and stuff that we see every year. So it's good to see this because it reminds us of what, because a lot of the time, most of the time, we end up seeing, and I'm not saying kids' movies aren't bad or anything, but we see good performances from kids' movies, but you definitely get a nice reminder of seeing someone in real life and or that's not in necessarily a superhero movie. I'm not saying that some maybe don't deserve to be nominated, but just to see that raw emotion or just to see someone at their best trying something that they really love, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just something really awesome. So, and from the actor point of view too, just really great. So this is why Oscar season's great, because it just reminds us of most of the time of good films, so, and good people. So until next time, I'm Big Mike.
I'm Justin Freak Ferguson.
And grab your popcorn, folks, there, eh? Because we're gonna watch a movie.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah, one of these good movies. And I tell you, the little guy, he wasn't circumcised. Steve Buscemi too. God love that guy.